GOP Study Committee Chairman Kevin Hern joins us now. Mr. Chairman, thank you very much for joining us today. Anybody's guess what happens next? There was some indication from Speaker McCarthy a short time ago that a deal could be reached tonight. What are you hearing?
Well, what I can tell you right now, Senator, first of all, thanks for having me. Republicans have said since day one, we will pay our debts. I think the American people need to hear that, regardless of what the Democrats are saying. As a matter of fact, one would argue the Democrats are the one not willing to pay the debt. They had the ability in December to do this. They knew the debt limit was coming up. They had the House, they had the Senate, they had the White House. They chose not to do it. They chose to make it a political event and push it till after the Republicans took the majority. And what did we do on January 19th? We said we would pay our debts. We've now passed a bill over 30 days ago, and now we're putting it forth to say, Democrats, where are you on paying the Americans' debts? And we're not going to negotiate with ourselves. The Democrats in the Senate need to put a bill on the floor, and we will negotiate it, and then we'll send it to the White House to be passed.
But what would be the goal for Democrats, for this White House, to make this a political event, as you just described it?
Well, first of all, we got to pay our debts. And the second of all, we got to change the spending trajectory. If you go back and look on January 19th, I sent a letter out talking about the historical events that have happened over our recent lifetime where we've had fundamental changes in spending. And they've all occurred, coincidentally or not, whenever we've had a debt limit discussion. And no different today. This Biden administration has put $10 trillion in new spending in play in the last 2 years. And we're talking about changing $4.8 trillion of that. And in exchange for increasing the debt limit by $1.5 trillion. That's the bill we've passed. That's the bill we've sent to the Democrats in the White House, and they still have done nothing but talk for the last 100 days.
But you just accused the other side of delaying this and creating a political event. I'm just asking, what would their goal be in that? How does this make them look like winners?
Well, clearly what they think that we're going to cave and we're negotiate with ourselves, and that as the press asks us what we will take, they will find a weak link. And I will tell you this, Speaker McCarthy has done a great job of keeping everybody together, the folks working in and around him, all of us in the 5 caucuses working together with our membership have stayed steady in saying that we're not going to negotiate with ourselves. We're not going to give the Democrats any cracks of where we're at. We sent a bill to them. We expect them to do their job like the American people elected them to do in the Senate and pass a bill so we can come together in a historical precedent that's not been seen since before Speaker Pelosi was in office, when you actually negotiated on bills on both ends of the Capitol.
Yeah. Congressman, final question about the 14th Amendment and this idea hinging on a phrase within the 14th Amendment that says the public debt shall not be questioned. It seems this is under consideration. Ro Khanna's joining us coming up. He seems to even be suggesting this is a good pathway for the president to unilaterally to continue to be able to issue debt. What is your reaction if they move that direction?
With everything what this Treasury's done by circumventing Congress on international tax policies, if they thought it was a valid option, they'd have already done it. They already know that it's going to be questioned constitutionally. There's no question when you look at what it says about the validity of the national debt, it is the national debt. We have said time and time again that we're going to pay our national debt. We have done that. We have passed a bill and had the Democrats do that now.